Finding a job takes hard work and patience. When you're searching for a job, you need to treat it as if it were its own job. And with any job, there are a few things you need to check off your to-do list every week. Let's go over that checklist. Hello, and welcome to the Work for Warriors Nevada Virtual Training Library. My name is Ismail, and today we will discuss 5 ways to help you succeed at finding a job. There are resources everywhere, from a quick search on the internet to shooting a message to a close friend or relative and asking them if they know of any job openings. The most popular methods of locating job openings are networking, internet resources and classified ads, contacting employers directly, employment agencies, community agencies, professional associations, internships, and career fairs. Now, this was covered in an earlier video in the series, but this is a quick refresher of all the different resources you already have available. All you need is a computer and internet access. If you want to see that video, be sure to check out our website, workforwarriorsnv.org, and check out our resources section under job seekers. Submit as many resumes or introduction letters as possible. Cast that net as wide as you can, using job search engines like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, or LinkedIn that allow you to have your standard resumes saved. Makes it extremely easy to cast a wide net, but it's also important to keep in mind who you're submitting those resumes to. You don't want to send a sales manager resume if you're applying for an operations manager role, even though you may have experience in both. It's important to make sure you ensure the impression you're sending to the employer is tailored to the job description. So take some time to look over your resume and make sure that your experience checks off their job requirements. Organize your job search. I mentioned earlier in this video that you need to treat your job search like a job. You should be spending at least 30 hours each week looking for a job. If you can do more, go for it. It can get overwhelming keeping track of every single job you've applied for, but it's important to keep track of employers you're contacting. To make things easier, here's a sample of a great job application tool that you can use as a starting point to keep track of your applications. I recommend taking these elements and creating it either in a document or spreadsheet format to make your life easier. Make sure you know who has your resume at any given time. That way you don't get confused when an employer calls you to schedule an interview. But whatever method you use to organize your job search, make sure you stay on top of organizing every application you submit. Update your tracker regularly or immediately after sending out your resume or applying for the job. Follow up with employers. This is extremely important. Following up with an employer shows you are still interested in the position, and it will remind them that you're in the pool of applicants. Some jobs can have hundreds, even thousands of applicants, so reminding the employer that you're there, especially after a great interview, will keep you front of mind for the employer. Don't be shy about following up with employers. It shows that you take initiative and are eager to work for them. Sending a thank you letter or email a week after the interview is a great follow-up option to refresh the employer's memory. Also, pay attention to the closing dates of the job posting and reach out regarding the status of your application. Do a follow-up email closer to job closing date, checking in with the employer. Mention any standout conversations you may have had in your reach out to highlight them and remind them of why you are the best candidate for their position. Doing a follow-up this way helps you stand out just a little bit more. Manage your stress. Just like any job, looking for a job can be stressful. Different employers will have different policies and procedures in place, which will affect the timeline from job posting to hiring. The process can sometimes take weeks, and waiting for that answer can leave you feeling anxious and stressed. It's natural, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. To manage your stress, you need to be patient with the application process. The employer may have to consider hundreds of other applications, and even sit down with a team to review all applicants. Keep this in mind when you do a follow-up. Don't email the employer every day asking for an update. Also, it's going to happen. You will get rejected. Everyone gets told no during the job application process. An employer has hundreds of applications and only one opening. You're not the only one who got rejected. Just check it off your list and move on to the next application. Remember, it just takes one yes for you to be employed. So stay diligent and follow the process diligently. And that's all 5 ways to help you succeed at finding a job. Don't forget that we are one of your resources for locating job openings. If you need more assistance or have questions, check out our website and a Work for Warriors employment coordinator will help you through the process. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with our latest training videos, and be sure to check out our social media platforms for the latest updates. Thank you for watching and happy job hunting.